No, I usually carb load at the very minimum 3 days before. I've started guys where I've carb loaded them starting 7 days out. Yeah. And it was a slower steady. It wasn't like hammering them for a whole 7 or 9 days, but it was a slow, gradual increase. And, but at the very least, it's usually 3 to 4 days, and as much as 7 days out. So just depending on the physique and what I want to see out of that body. So at the very least 3 days. I don't usually do like a day before, 2 days before. It just doesn't have enough time to create glycogen. So at the very least 3 days before. And the only time that there might be an exception to that rule is if I have to weigh in somebody. And then I got to be careful. So I got to either weigh them in while I'm drying them out and then make weight, or I got to turn around and make weight, then carb them up. So sometimes I could do both. I could get them to carb up, get them to slowly drop their water, make weight, and then start hammering the food. We did that with Hany before, where he had to make the 212. Your experience with other athletes, experience with that particular athlete, and figuring out where I call the fog of war, going through that fog of war where it's going to create a lot of different things where you're like going down that path and you're like, hey, you don't want to go to the F up fairy's house.